What's up everyone and welcome to FAQ102. Thank you so much. Guys, last week I told you to buy my album and you most certainly did. Thank you so much. I'm sick. This is the first week I was supposed to go back to work full time, and first thing that happens when I get back home is that I become ill. It's probably because I made out with some stranger at the King Diamond show I was at last week. But yeah, the problem with me being sick is that when I call in sick, I call myself, and no one can really replace me. So, the show must go on, I guess. What's happening? Alright, exciting news for this week is that Solar Guitars released three new GC type guitars. Look at this one. Shit, yeah, you might have seen my video with my dad that I made. I made this unboxing video with my dad. That was awesome. But here's the GC 1.6 FSB, and it's basically an amber burst finish. I think it's pretty badass, to be honest. And we also released an Evertune GC 1.6 and Trans Black GC 2.6. They're available right now. You can buy them from solarguitars.com. We ship within 48 hours. All of the salesmen. First question. D. Eric G. The Solar Type G almost didn't happen because of a few failed headstock shapes until settling on the standard Solar headstock. Can you share with us some of these headstock shapes that didn't make the cut? It would be interesting to see the Solar design process at work. See you on Discord. Oh, thank you so much, Eric. The G-Type series has definitely been the most hardest design project I've had for a guitar. There's so many good shapes out there. I mean, I'm a big fan of the ESP Eclipse for being a metal version of the single cut or the Gibson Les Paul or whatever you call it. I didn't want to just, rip off a single cut and just for the sake of us making a single cut. So I wanted to make something that is totally different, which is, the standards cutaway that we have there, and also this little thingy at the bottom. But obviously also the most radical about this single cut is probably the headstock, and the headstock being a reversed inline headstock, which is not very common. Before I decided on having this regular Solar headstock, we went through a lot of renditions, trying to nail like a 3-on-3 headstock instead, and basically trying to create a new headstock. And we went through a bunch of different designs, and it just did never look good enough for us, or at least it didn't look Solar enough for us. The identity of the guitar is that it needs to be a Solar guitar. Why is it focusing over there? Is it stupid? Hello, is there a face here? When I sort of almost gave up on the project, I was like, okay, let's just slap the regular Solar headstock on there. And I'm like, that's it right there, And it makes the most sense. It's a Solar guitar. It should most definitely have the Solar headstock. Hype Psy, what are your thoughts on the new Slipknot release? Great question. Last week, Slipknot released their album, We're Not Your Kind. And I've listened to it about 3 times, all the way through. And it's a solid Slipknot release. I think the only problem I have, because, I listened to Slipknot when they released the first album, and I was totally blown away by, the aggressiveness of their sound. And it's so violent sounding, that first album. And, Corey's voice is just 110% all the time. Now it's just like, it's just not the same aggressiveness as it was back in the day, which is okay, I understand. I mean, you can't go 110% on your voice all the time. You'll break your voice, basically. It's like Slipknot has become sort of like the middle ground between Slipknot and Stone Sour, with the choruses and all that. It's enjoyable. The songs are great. My favorite is the first song of the album, actually. I think it's Untainted or Unsainted or whatever, but it's the best song off the album. Other than that, it's just like the riffs are great, but doesn't really grab me in the same way it did back in the day. But back in the day, I was younger, I was 19, 20 years old, there was so much new metal coming around, and that was shit. And then Slipknot basically came and, in my opinion, saved the metal, or brought back the metal into its rightful place. So for me, Slipknot will always be about the first 2 albums, like Slipknot and Iowa. They're the most brutal sounding ones, and now it's like a soft version of Slipknot. I like the songs, I enjoy the album, but I'm missing something. I'm just saying. So there you go. Adam James, hey Ola, love your solo album. Who did your artwork for it? Cheers. Thank you so much. The artwork for my album was made by Kostin Chironi, a Romanian guy who's made a lot of artworks for a lot of different bands, and he has this really unique and his own painting style that I truly enjoy, and I think he absolutely nailed it with the artwork for Master of the Universe. And he's done At the Gates, he's done merch for Arch Enemy, and he's done a lot of artworks which are insanely good. You should definitely go check him out. He's hireable, I guess, so you can go hire him. Torsalon, hello Kuksugan. Big fan, could you share some tips on how to become a monster fragger like you in Quake? Okay, this comment is actually semi-hostile, because Torsalon is a member of mine, and he's like the highest ranked Quake guy I've ever played against. He's like a level plus 100 in Quake Champions, and he's just basically playing around with the rest of us on the member Discord. So I'm not sure how to take this comment. Is he just being super cocky and ironic? Probably is. You know, I don't like this cockiness. You can be a little bit more humble, man. Okay? You know, I'm fine with you kicking my ass in Quake because you pay me $5 to do it. But, who am I kidding? I love this guy. See ya. Black Curtis. Black Curtis, sorry. Blake Curtis, shit. Ola the racist. Oh! Ola, considering you have a house and a property, will you consider a dog again? I know you have spoken about not having another dog since it was rough for everyone before. I think I'm gonna save this question until my wife goes on the next FAQ. So I'll save my answer, okay? Jason, hey Ola, you're in a guitar shop. You pick up a guitar and play the most amazing riff for the first time. Then later you can't remember it and it's lost forever. How many great riffs have you come up with but then forgotten before you could record them? Oh, this is the absolute worst problem a guitar player or guitar writer faces, is that you can come up with super awesome ideas and it's gone before you even get to pick up the guitar and record it. And I have more of a problem with this regarding song structures or like intros of a song or beats for a song. I can come up with it like just when I'm going to bed, you know, I'm in bed, I'm like, now I'm gonna try and remember this in the morning. I'm not gonna go get up now and record it. And then it's gone, basically. But that's my own fault. I should have gone up to record it right when I had it. But usually it's like, okay, I come up to something, I try to hum it like over and over again. And then I try to record on my iPhone, if that's the idea. And you know, I try to transcribe it and it never becomes the same as when I record it. It's a problem. What do you do? That's just life right there. But it's always good to have Logic open or DAW open with a guitar hooked up into your interface so you can quickly run here and record your riff if you're like in the next room making coffee or something like that. So it's always good to be prepared because you will never know when that riff comes knocking on your door. You may quote me on that one. That's a good one. Riff coming knocking on your door. That's amazing. German Gear Nerds. Hey Ola, what's your favorite Boss pedal? Boss have so many pedals with great quality. Choose a pedal, but not the MT2. This will be too easy. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna pick the MT2 because, you know, it's a great pedal, but the Metal Zone has basically become more of a meme than a useful pedal at this point. But I think my favorite pedal is the HM2, Swedish death metal chainsaw sound. Yeah, the HM2 is such a rad pedal. And I'm happy to have an old one, because they don't make them anymore. But you know, when I met the president for Boss last year, I said to him, HM3. Think about that. And he's like, Ola, no. And I was so sad. It was a sad day. I actually said to him, you should make an HM2 Wasa pedal, and I should be the guy who demos it first. Because I said it to you. So there you go, HM2. Alex say, hey Ola, do you have an opinion on the new Tool song, and are you at all a fan? I heard the new Tool song, and it sounds like Tool. I think the song itself was okay, but it's hard to explain. I guess it's exactly what the fans want. but for me, it didn't do shit, basically. So there you go. You know, I'm not a huge Tool fan, but I absolutely love 10,000 Days because I thought it was the most, you know, commercial sounding Tool album. And that album is absolutely amazing. I love that album. And on the other earlier albums, they're more like, you know, a song here and there that I liked. And Tool has almost become sort of like a meme, obviously. And now when they released the first single, it's kind of like a... I think, me at least, I expected more. But I can't really say if it's enough or not, because I'm not a fan. Are you a Tool fan? Did you like the song? Let me know in the comment section. I like the song. It was just a little boring, maybe? Is the right word? J. Joe. Hi, Olights Hellyeah, you're a beautiful YouTube member and paying friend. If someday I become unavailable to pay and lose membership for a while, after that, can I still be your friend? I would love to still be your friend, but that's not how it works, okay? You pay, and you be my friend. Okay, stop. Obviously, I know a lot of people get pissed off with me calling it pay to friend. You know, pay to friend, it's kind of like a running joke that I have with my members. I mean, basically they pay to be a member, and I say they're my friends and they're paying friends. It's amazing. I mean, the Discord thing has become more than just paying to be my friend. It's more about getting into a community that's really helpful and awesome, more than anything else. And I'm really proud to be a part of this community. You know, it's become my daily routine to hang on Discord with my paying friends. So, unfortunately, if you stop paying, I won't see you there, and you're not my friend anymore. No, it's okay, man. You're still my friend, Triple J. See you on Discord, okay? After you paid. I am Mitchell. Hi, Ola. My A2.6 came on Friday. Feels and sounds great, and the red swamp ass is beautiful. A swamp ass. It's beautiful, haha. But what is the coil split pattern for the middle position? Swedish word, a Husqvarna. Is it a word or just a chainsaw? No, Husqvarna is a brand, and you just made me say it and rep a Swedish brand. They make a bunch of bullshit and, you know, refrigerators. Okay, let me bring a guitar. Let's take this one. Why can't I hear shit when I'm not in bed? What? On every solar guitar, there is a couple different switches. This is the bridge. Then you have neck. And in the middle here, it's basically both pickups activated at the same time. So it's not coil splitted at the center here. So but position number 2 and 4 are split, so and then 4. For me personally, I like to experiment a little bit with the clean sounds and switching between position 2, 3, and 4. Also the neck pickup. So it's nice to have all these options in one guitar. Beautiful! Hope that explained something at least. Nico Zombie, Metal Festival Cruises, yay or nay? Just gonna bring out my sword. This is the perfect opportunity to bring out my sword, by the way. Metal Cruises, fuck yeah. I love metal cruising, especially the ones in the Caribbean. I've only been to 70,000 tons of metal once, and I really hope that we will go next year, 2020. If we do it, I'll bring my wife, just like last time, and it's basically like being on vacation. And you play a gig every once in a while. Yeah, but it was awesome. You know, they stopped in Mexico. I got to see a bunch of pyramids. And, you know, it was just an amazing trip. I would love to do. And it was, you know, luxurious and chill, basically. So there you go.
Ola tasting shit.
Ola stabbing himself in the balls. No, Ola tasting shit. Remember last week I tried some hot sauce? Well, I'm gonna try it again, but I'm gonna go for the absolute hottest one in this one, okay? These hot sauces ranges from super candy ass to kicking your ass right there. And I tried number 8 out of 12. Last time, and you know, it was supposed to be hot, but it wasn't really. So right now, I'm gonna try the 12th one, which is the spontaneous combustion hot sauce. 1 million Scoville. which is supposed to be really hot. Since I'm a little sick, I have a little bit of the flu, and my neck is sore and it hurts and all that. It's probably good for me to get some hot sauce. Shaking? Want to get all those Scovilles in there. Oh shit, okay, take it easy. So here it is, Ola tasting shit. There it is. Soaked. It's soaked. Great. 1 million Scoville. Oh. That was kind of hot. Oh shit. Oh, okay, that was hot. Oh, that was hot. Oh. Are you supposed to drink milk? Oh shit. Oh, just have coffee. More coffee, I guess. There we go. Ola tasting shit. That was awful. Stupid. Why would I do that? That's totally unnecessary. Nick Hennis. Hi Ola. Your channel seems to have moved away from guitar and gear content. Is this a deliberate change or just having fun doing whatever you want? Oh shit. Okay, I think this is a misconception by a lot of viewers, is that I'm not uploading as much guitar-related content. But if you go back 2 years, I'm uploading more guitar-related content or demonstrations today than I did back then. It's just that I have the FAQs, I have all the other things. I mean, the FAQs happen every week, but shit, I still upload like at least once a week guitar-related video or studio. Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, okay. I brought some ice creams. Oh, that actually helped, like a lot. Marcin N. Ola, are you aware that Lamb of God just ripped off The Haunted? They even admitted in as the Palace Burn documentary. Yes, I heard this from the guys in the band, that they actually said this, because back in the day, The Haunted tour with Cannibal Corpse and Lamb of God, and that's when Lamb of God were small and Cannibal Corpse were headlining. And after that tour, Lamb of God kind of switched their sound and started to sound like The Haunted. And they even, like you said, they said it in a documentary, but they also said it live. It was at a festival, you know, The Haunted and Lamb of God were chilling, you know, and Lamb of God were playing. And Randy basically said before they started the song, this song I want to dedicate to The Haunted. We basically ripped them off and then played the song. I mean, we don't care, they don't care. And Lamb of God are really huge right now. Joey Brewer, I feel a little guilty. I love your solo album, but I only listen to it on Spotify. Do you make any money from that? I see no real point in buying a CD nowadays personally, but you really deserve the most money you can get. Wow, look at this. Subscribers, they're amazing. Yes, I do earn a little bit of money from listening to Spotify, but I make a shit ton more money if you buy from my website, for instance. Oh, I need to open the next ice cream. Maybe now If you missed out on the last week's sale where I basically said that I would sign any copy of the album that was bought that week, I'm going to continue on for this week as well. So if you haven't, this is your last chance to get an Ola signed CD of Masters of the Universe, okay? So there you go. Thank you so much for the support. Joey Brewer, thank you so much. You're awesome. Me and my girlfriend watch all your new videos. We're huge Diane fans as well. My guessing is, do you prefer Hellyeah or Down? And what is your opinion of Damageplan? I haven't listened that much to Hellyeah or Down, but I've tried to listen more to Down. I think I prefer Down more than Hellyeah. It's just a little bit more in my alley, I must say. Damageplan, I mean, I listened to the Damageplan album. I was really looking forward to it back when they released it. And even though it's really good and awesome, and I don't think I'm the only one with this opinion, but I think that everyone was basically waiting for a new Pantera album, and we were all kind of expecting Damageplan to be just as good and awesome as Pantera, but it was barely on par, I would say. And even though I liked the album, it was just not as good as Pantera. That's just how it is. Oh, there you go. That was the last question. Thank you so much for watching my FAQ. Do I have anything more to say? Probably not. These ice creams really helped though with the 1 million Scoville that I had. And this sword will probably also help me when I shove it down my throat like this. Guys, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section of this video. And maybe they'll get featured in the next video. I have no idea. Look at me. Being all badass and shit with my sword. Thanks to my members. And yes, I know this is a master sword, but it's black, okay? It's completely black. But everyone's like, oh, it's a master sword. Oh, how couldn't you see that? Oh, you fucker. When I unpacked this and I saw it, it was like, oh, it's black. It's not really the master sword, is it? But then everyone's like, oh, hold on, fuck you. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching Positive Ola. Positive Ola, have a great week, okay? And I'll see you next week. I have a bunch of awesome videos coming. Oh shit, yeah. Bye.